Here. TPC Films. Me and my wife were intimate on our second date and have been married for 13 years with 3 kids, and this was back in 2012. So, what Brandon Tatum referring to women nowadays or in general? I think he means you mean in general, right?
Yeah. You have to be slightly mentally ill to think that everything is the same. There are people that have met on Tinder. There's people that have met on a hookup. Somebody probably met in being an escort and married a man that they hooked up with one time. Some people have gotten married with people they never seen before. You know, like the blind date stuff that people do and they get married. So there's always exceptions, but that's not the rule. Okay, majority of the time is more than likely you're not gonna be with a person that you're intimate with too soon.
Yeah, it's guys, remember, we always make fun of women for making exceptions to the rule.
Yeah,
just because it's possible doesn't mean it's probable. So he's just saying on a balanced probability is probably not gonna happen, which is true. What do we got next? But shout out to you, TPC Films. I'm glad that you made it work. Officer Tatum, if it wasn't for Myron doing political content, I probably would have never found your content. I appreciate you for expressing your political views. Keep doing what you're doing and keep cooking these liberals. Ladies, who'd y'all vote for in the last election? We might as well ask this question.
That's interesting.
First?
Trump.
Okay, wrong.
Wrong.
Germany, but I wouldn't have voted for Trump.
You wouldn't have?
No.
Okay.
Yo, Kamala, okay.
No.
All right, same thing.
Why are we voting when 4 people have the last say so on who's finna be the president?
4 people have the last say so. What 4 people are you referring to?
Congress people, you have to go. They still at the end of the day, those last 4 chairs, those last 4 people, whoever these 4 people are.
I don't know. You find them and let me know who they are.
I'm serious.
Okay.
So y'all can say.
Wait, who are the 4 people?
Wait, I'm so confused.
Figure it out.
Wait, you're saying there's just so I make sure.
Out.
Hold on. So you're saying there's 4 people that actually elect the president, so voting is futile?
All right, so who?
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about who these 4 people are?
I mean, I'm curious.
I mean, I'm not finna sit here and act like, I know.
But
I know that much. Like there's really no reason for us to vote because at the end of the day, whoever they want to be president is going to be president.
Just admit you have no idea what you're talking about. It's okay.
Our vote. No, I do know what I'm talking about.
4
Our
people
votes
is
don't
insane.
matter.
prove him wrong then.
4
Our
people
votes
is
don't
insane.
matter. I'm not about to go back and forth. I
Like,
said what
four?
I said. Our votes don't matter. You can move on to the next
No,
girl.
but
Move
wait.
to the next girl.
Wait, but you are mentioning it though, so can't mention it.
I just said it.
Yeah,
for me to be said.
He wants to know, like, as the the host, the guest, like say,
and I just told him
to what.
I said I'm not going to sit here and act like I know exactly what I'm speaking on as if I'm completely educated, but I know that much. I do.
All right, so who?
I do. I know that much. Is 4
Well,
people.
how about this? Hold on.
I'm not about to go there with y'all. I'm not finna put. I don't want no camera time. I don't need it.
Okay.
Y'all trying to give me that.
No, wait, you just said something that was ridiculous.
I just know it's not ridiculous.
You
it's
mentioned it
true.
though.
All right, let me ask you this then. Fair enough. So just so I make sure I have this right, you're saying elections don't matter because there's 4 people that are the decision makers. Fair. Though you don't want to name who they are, can you at least tell us like maybe where they're from or what department they're in or?
Listen.
Can you tell me that at least? You don't got to name by name, but like, or maybe where they're from?
I didn't even plan. Listen. I said what I said.
I get it, but humble yourself to know.
It makes no sense how y'all like.
But no, just humble yourself and say, I don't really know.
I just said that.
Can I say this? Just humble yourself and say, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't think elections are fair, and I don't think we have say. And then you can go with that. When you start saying there's 4 people, and then you said Congress and all that, it's kind of pointless for you to do that. So don't do that because I don't want you to go out in front of somebody serious and say there's 4 people, and because they're not going to take you serious. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at the screen, but yeah. Okay.
Wait, is that water or tequila?
It's water.
Okay, because like you.
No, I was laughing at the screen.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Fuck.
She can't vote.
Wait, what? Like, fuck what? Hey, listen. I ain't your nigga, all right? So relax.
I'm not.
Hey, yo, don't swear at me because I heard that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I said.
You said what? You said fuck.
The fuck? Because you asked me what.
I don't care. Like, no female is gonna swear at me, all right?
Swear at you?
Yes. The fuck? They heard it. We heard it, all right?
You asked me was it tequila.
Yeah, but don't the fuck me, all right? Because
that hurts your feelings.
No,
because
you
are being emotional on the podcast.
Because you're rude, annoying, 18 with bodies, all right? So don't try me, all right? The fuck? Yeah, it's bodies because like, listen. Sorry to say, you're a virgin at 18.
I'm not a virgin.
Yeah, you a hoe.
I'm not a hoe.
Yeah, you are. You fuck niggas.
I'm a hoe.
Yes. How many bodies you have right now? You can't even tell because you're a hoe.
Fuck. I'm a hoe.
Yes, you are a hoe at 18 because you know better. Because the whole time you're advanced as fuck, but then I'm like, why is she advanced? Because you've been through dicks.
Hey, that Hennessy on your ass.
I don't
Hey,
care.
That hand dog on your ass.
Yo, the hands ain't the
That
truth.
hand dog on
You
your
hoe.
ass.
The hands ain't the
Oh,
truth.
shit.
You weren't right because they're purity, but you're not pure. You a
Alright.
hoe.
Think so? I'm a hoe.
Yes.
I'm a hoe.
Okay.
Prove me wrong.
Next.
I'm a hoe.
She can't. She
I'll say
can't
this.
vote.
Hey,
I ain't
she
hoe.
can't vote.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't
just
vote,
saying,
right?
hold on.
Chris.
I want to figure
Damn.
out. I want to figure out what the fuck in your brain makes you sit here and
You mad?
on podcast
You mad
call me
though?
a hoe.
You mad
All right,
though?
Chris,
No,
hold
no,
on.
no, no,
Just
no,
chill
no,
out.
no,
Chill
no,
out for
no,
2
no,
seconds.
no, 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 no,
All right,
no,
you
no,
mad
no.
though.
Why
You
are you
mad.
coming at me like that?
Look,
Why are you
Because
coming at
God
me like
came
that?
on your
Who's
face.
a hoe?
Because you a hoe.
Who's a hoe?
All right, let me.
Heaven on motherfucking
Ignore him.
earth, nigga. Respect me. I don't let no man disrespect
Why
me.
is
Fuck
she
what
respecting
you
you?
talking
Hey,
about?
you-
No, because
you
I
can
was
leave.
trying to keep it calm.
Hey, walk out then.
All right.
Okay,
Chris,
like what you want me to do?
Chris,
You want me
Chris,
to
hold on one
leave? You
second.
tripping?
Chris,
You just came at
Chris,
me.
Chris, chill out.
You just came. You
Chris, chill out.
you know what? You wanted
Hold
to
up.
start with me because I'm the darkest skinned girl on here, and you always do that shit, bro. Like
Always
real talk,
me?
you're coming at me.
All right.
What
Let
the
me.
fuck?
Just
No,
relax.
he
Yeah,
just
yeah,
really
yeah.
No, no,
trying
no,
me
no.
on some shit, bro.
Yeah, but how you respond to
Always?
him is on
Yeah,
is
I
on
don't know
you.
where that came
Don't
from.
respond to him.
Bro, that shit
If you
is weird,
listen,
bro. Why
if
is
you
he
feel like
coming
you
at me
no,
like
that's
that?
fine. If you
I'm a
ain't
hoe.
listen,
And all this other shit. Where did you? How? Prove it. Where's the proof?
If you-
Put it
if-
on the
listen,
table.
Your body count.
listen. If you
Shut
listen,
the fuck
listen.
up.
If you don't feel that it's true, don't react to it.
Right.
Like,
He's
bro,
just trying to
no,
aggravate
I
you.
don't care.
Let me,
You just
Don't let it
talking
upset you.
crazy,
He
like,
has an
and for
opinion.
me to be, and then for you to sit here and say, "Yo, you 18?" Da-da-da.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
a lot of
18.
fuck right now,
Chris,
man.
I'm 18.
All right, all right. Look.
Ignore
Here's the
him,
thing,
man.
right? The reason why there's a little bit of confusion is because you said some really smart stuff earlier in the show. Like you actually were very up on a lot of things.
But
made a
what did
lot
he
of-
get? I'm a
Hold on,
whore.
let me just finish. Don't worry about him.
Yeah,
You made a
facts.
lot of astute observations. So when we asked you this question,
petty as fuck.
we were expecting like I guess a more articulate answer. That's why we're kind of surprised by the disparity because like you gave really smart insights before.
Mm-hmm.
So like when we asked you, hey, what do you think about the elections or who'd you vote for? You said, hey,
Okay.
there's 4 people. Let me just finish. When you said, hey, there's 4 people that decide everything, your vote doesn't matter. That's why we're like, okay, well, we're interested. Like
Mm-hmm.
you made some smart statements earlier. Who are those 4 you think? That's why
All
we're
right, can I
confused.
say something?
Sure.
Okay, with me being 18, like I just said, women have problem not listening. Like he just said, oh, I said I'm not educated on everything. Exactly how I'm supposed to be. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not coming on here trying to act like I'm popping it or I got all my shit
Bro,
together.
this is a
or
night
I
and day
know
difference,
this,
man. This
or
is
I
a
know
night and day
that.
difference, bro. Like,
That- but we're just
Like, what
confused.
the
Buddy,
hell?
man.
We're just
Night
confused
and day.
because like you made a the
No,
reason
but
why.
no, the only thing
Hold
I'm
on.
mad about
Hold
is
on,
him
hold
coming
on.
out his name
Hold
to
on.
call
Don't
me
ignore
a
him for now.
whore.
Ignore him for a second.
All right, Myron, go
Okay,
ahead.
just ignore him for a second. Again, because you said 4 people, so it was kind of like particular. That's why we were curious. That's all. And I think everybody else here was curious too.
All right,
We're
Chad.
so
W.
past
Henry Chris,
that.
man. Let's go, man. Hey, listen, man. I knew you was holding shit back, man. You can't fool me. All right? Because
Holding what back?
Because I exposed your nature right now.
Expose my nature.
You popped off.
Yeah, because you really had me fucked up.
If you're not a
I'm not
hoe,
someone
don't
that you
say
can
you a hoe.
disrespect. No, it's just how you, like, that was out of nowhere, though. Come on, y'all. Let's be so for real. Like, that shit was so out of nowhere.
All right, let's move on.
I don't mean to be.
Nowhere.
I don't mean
you
to be-
calling me a whore was out of nowhere.
I don't mean to be
Whore,
Big
hoe,
Brother
not a
or
whore.
somebody daddy
No,
on
a
the show,
whore.
but listen, hold on. You know, clearly.
Fuck.
You guys got into it. He wanted to trigger you, and that's what he did. If you are not a whore, then you don't have to respond to it. If you hold on, let me finish.
Listen.
I look at the chat, and people say all kind of crazy stuff about me. How many times do I
Simp.
care? I do not
pill.
have to respond to what people are saying because I know what the truth is. I understand you felt disrespected, but at the same time, you have to understand how to block out what somebody's saying if it's not true. Now, if it's true, that's something you got to deal with. But if it's not true, let somebody be petty if they want to be petty. You don't have to respond to that.
And I wanted you
Okay.
for the show.
right,
Like, I'm petty,
you
right? Girls, did I want you girls, right?
You did say he's petty.
I fucking want the girls.
all right.
Yo.
Okay, so you're gonna just leave it there. 4 people.
Fuck? All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Mario, you be
We'll
nice
go to
right now.
Germany.
Be nice right now.
Go to
Holy
Ger-
shit.
I mean, hey man.
Yeah, hey, man.
Yeah.
All right, leave, bitch. Go ahead.
This nigga, bro.
No. All right.
Crazy.
Yes, because you're a bitch. You loud, you crass,
I'm
whatever.
not loud. I'm not
Yo,
doing
get
nothing.
out,
one of the guys
man.
just-
Get
one
out,
of the
man. I
guys,
said get out, man.
no,
Get
no,
out,
no,
man.
just-
I don't give a fuck, man. If
Hey,
she
just
loud,
calm
fuck,
her down.
man.
Calm her down. Just
No.
calm her down.
No. Get her out, man. I don't give a fuck, man.
Calm her down.
No. Get out,
Well,
man.
yeah, we'll get her out, but
Yeah,
calm her
yeah.
down beforehand.
All right, Frank Castle, man. Yo, Dr. Marco.
Is she crying back there?
Yeah. She went.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Let me say something.
All right,
real quick.
man.
Now.
Wait.
You do know. Now,
I'm gonna cry.
well, you know that she's a young 18-year-old girl and she's emotionally unstable.
Yeah,
So
but
don't jump
she
on her.
hold
You
man.
overdid it.
But you don't know that you know that just made her mad. You don't know what her body kind of is.
She don't care about niggas who she dumped or who she fucked around.
Well,
you know
that's
what I'm
not
saying?
the
How
case.
do
But I'm
you
just
know?
saying for you, man. You got listen. I'm
All
on this show.
All right, go ahead.
I can't just sit here and just not say anything, man. I
Yeah,
really
you're
do
right.
believe
You're
that
right. You're right.
she's 18. She's a young girl. She's emotionally unstable. You know you was whooping her, and you know she couldn't handle it. But then when you keep going, it's just gonna make her worse. So I just don't think that was the right thing to do with that young girl.
I mean, like you're right, but like she has one of this right now.
Yeah.
But when she's 40 years old, then it's like, damn.
Here,
like,
look,
I
look,
get
look.
it. I get it,
I'll
but
just
you
being
feel
like
me?
impartial here. Like she made a very particular statement. She said smart things earlier in the show, so we were all confused
Right.
by the disconnect. Like you made really smart statements earlier. Who are these four people? I'm interested. I actually wanted to hear what she was
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah, it's unfortunate she went off the deep
you were
end.
trolling her a little bit harder.
Yeah,
harder,
I
but-
was.
yeah, but
like, yo, I
Penny
want these
Chris.
girls, right? Yo, girls, like, I'm very petty. Don't mind me, right?
nigga, bro.
Correct? And then, yeah, girls. But it's like, but she
But
went
yeah,
off.
it is what it is, bro. We'll move on. But look, I
right.
get it. You trolled her a little too hard. She couldn't take it. It is what it is. But we were all confused. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, tell us the four.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that she said a lot of things that I thought was that was thoughtful,
It's a
and then the
disconnect.
four people, it's just I just try to help her not to say
Nah,
it.
nah, of course.
If you don't know, just say, man, I don't really know, but I don't trust
Yeah,
elections.
but like,
Fine.
Brandon, like, the end of the day, it's what it is. It's like, like she was nice, but like now, like you see why she's single, right? Like, she's 18. Once again, like I've taught kids for 5 years, right? She like the way she's doing right now, like it's crazy right now because like her lifestyle is crazy. 18 years old, she's going off like that. Imagine, right? You dating her, right? I taught kids for 5 fucking years. That shit right now, she's a woman. Like what am I scared of her though?
Yeah, I do get it. I mean, it's unfortunate.
But
let me say this: it's unfortunate that young lady.
Yo, get out, Myron, please.
Is unstable the way she is. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and I'm trying to help her out because like I do care about the girls on the panel, and it's like I don't want to see girls like that doing shit like that because like she's in pain right now. Like she like something like outside of me is like she's like really going through some bullshit, some shit, and I'm trolling, but she's genuinely in pain right now. And
I agree, man. People be going through stuff, and you don't know what they're going through, and she was holding it together for as long as she could.
And I saw it like I was poking and prodding, but once again, like 4 years doing this shit, like I booked the girls. Once again, like no one like on this earth can book girls like as often can I do. Like Fresh and Fit, like I'm here, like Fresh is out in Paris doing his thing. I'm the producer. Like I book girls on a weekly basis. All right, fuck like Andrew Tate. I have like fucking like whatever. Like bro, it's we're on the one for reason with girls, and we've started a movement. And like when I see stuff like this, like I do want to help her, and people watch us, right? Like our chat is going lit right now. For a fucking reason.
Loving it.
All right?
Yeah, but it does also speak to the fact that
see, now she wants to like she wants to fight the nigga, right? Like that's like shit like outside of me.
this is why, and no offense to the young lady, but this is why people need to go to therapy. Right.
Yeah.
I am not trying to be funny. I'm being real.
No.
Some people are suppressing things that they're dealing with, and it comes out when they get the button pressed. There's got to be something that's going on with her related to
But
sex.
she raised her hand
Right.
with therapy though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is probably what she's in it, and then she need to continue to do it. But anyway, I think we can continue to ask the questions of the voting. You can't vote in America, right?
Yeah.
But if you could, who would you vote for, based on the knowledge you have?
I don't know. I didn't.
You have no idea.
What?
You're not involved in the election in America?
No, I know. I mean, I know the basics, but I wasn't involved enough to have an opinion about it.
That makes sense. What about you?
I have no answer.
Okay.
What was the question?
Somebody in the chat had asked about whether people voted or not, or voted for Trump. So, did you vote or not, and who you voted for?
I did not participate.
Why not? That's a good question.
A couple of reasons, mostly just due to my busy work schedule, but I wasn't 100% sold on either party, so I just opted not to vote this recent election. I feel like if I was going to take the time out of my day and out of my work schedule, I at least want to be putting effort into helping someone that I fully supported. So if I couldn't fully support them, I wasn't going to,
Right, that makes sense. But you do think that it's important.
I do. I think it's very important that you're involved.
All right, so Myron, you good?
Huh? Oh yeah. She saw me start going crazy. I was like, wait, I didn't do nothing.
Hey.
In a rare situation, I didn't say shit.
Yo, Myron was like the whole nice guy, and I was the mean guy because like normally it's like you like the asshole.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, what the hell?
Hey, listen, man. Yo, I got your back, man.
Hey, I guess so, nigga. But that was you went crazy. You didn't have to do that.
Crazy? How? Bro, stop gaslighting, nigga.
It's fine.
Really? Oh, you went crazy, nigga.
If your intent was,
Wait, yo, more bills. Myron said I went crazy, nigga. Chris, don't next me. Yo, we got banned on YouTube, Twitch. This is your ass. All right, so don't say I go crazy. Yo, Mo Bills warn you. I warn you, and your ass banned us on platforms. All right, cool. So don't say I go crazy. Hey, listen, man. Yeah, you're right. But like we all family here, man.
don't make him crash out.
Yo. Listen, I'm very but yeah, it's what it is, man. Oh, sorry, Brandon. Sorry.
No, it's all
Are
good.
you done?
Yeah, done, bro. Hey, listen, man, Henny. I guess I've been very mild because of Brandon was here, but you been what? Yeah,
yeah, just more water. Okay.
So, hey, chat, yeah, L Chris, W Chris, yeah, I see the half, but y'all niggas engaged right now, All
right. Who's up next? So I missed the other.
We went all the way to the voting.
You didn't vote, and you didn't engage at all. If you had voted, would you pick anybody or no?
I probably would have gone with Trump.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm interested in to hear and it's not just about Trump, but I'm interested to hear why you were so repulsed at the idea of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Can you give me I don't want to make this political, but I'm interested to hear.
No.
You are fake news.
Well, I'm German, right? I have kind of some connections to America because of my mom, her friends and some families here. And from what I've heard, the man's not really for he even himself said early in his time he should not be a president. But what I feel he's not someone to talk for anybody because I'm trying to say this in the most.
What about a policy? Do you have any? Are you thinking about policy or just him as a person?
I'm thinking about policy because I feel he has no idea what he's doing. Because with everything that he's doing right now, from what I've heard, it's not really smart. He's getting in his own way. He's taking rights away from people who he's taking away human rights
what
right now.
What news outlets do you watch?
I don't really watch news.
How do you get this information?
Well, I talk to my family and especially my grandpa. He watches a lot of news.
What news did he watch?
I
bet it's not Fox News.
No, that's definitely not Fox News.
Yeah.
You are fake news.
So I would encourage you to if you care, because I don't think you can vote anyway, but if you care, just observe both sides of the argument, because I think that it is a myth or certain things that are put out for political purposes to be geared towards one side. If your Paw is watching one side, he's only one-sided. But if you want to be informed, just like with any other thing you do in life, you need to balance it. Listen to this side, listen to this side.
Absolutely.
In our country, the majority of the people voted for Trump. He won the electoral college vote like a landslide. So there's a reason why they did. You don't have to agree with it, but it'd
Because
be
he's
good to know.
promising things that he can't keep up with.
But it'll be good to know what they think and how they think he's doing, and then how they think he's doing, and then you can make your conclusion in the middle.
Yeah.
If you only hear one side, it's not gonna be helpful.
Yeah.
Right. You want to be, when somebody asks you, you want to say, yeah, this policy, this policy, this policy, this is wrong,
Yeah.
this wrong. He actually did this. You don't want to have to say, well, I heard this, or whatever the case may be. And that's with anything in life. And
Yeah.
I'm just,
Yeah.
that's how I got to the
You're
conclusion.
nicer than
I'm
me,
in.
bro. Germany's a failed nation. If we're gonna be honest,
Yeah, compared to America,
they're
I mean,
they're a failed nation.
Compared
You guys,
to America's
How though? Wait.
tell you
Okay.
what.
Can I
Sure.
can I say one thing?
sure.
What's up with your healthcare system? It's fucked.
It's
like you have to pay.
fucked.
no.
What?
No.
In Germany, you don't have to pay for anything.
Well, if you don't have the money, you don't have to
Healthcare-wise.
pay for healthcare in this country either. You know that?
That's cab.
It's cap. What do you mean? If you have no money and you go right now, you can get on state funded insurance,
correct.
and you can get on state. You can actually get money for housing. You can get money for food. You get food vouchers. Like nobody
Okay, why-
goes without healthcare.
Why are
I'll
the
say
numbers
this.
of like people who live on the streets then so high?
Well, homelessness and drug addiction and mental illness is a whole nother scenario. There are states that have failed to address these issues with these people. They closed the insane asylums. They're not helping them. They're just leveraging money to claim they're going to help and they never do anything about it. So that's politicians being politicians that have nothing to do necessarily
And
with
they're
the healthcare
leftist
system.
politicians, which is what the German government is. Leftist. You guys are basically socialists, which is cool, but you guys don't have much upward mobility for wealth. You guys basically rely on Russia for your energy, which is why you guys are kind of in a bad situation right now. You guys have no freedom of speech.
Oh, we do. You
no,
can
you
say
don't.
whatever you want
No-
in
oh,
Germany.
really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
100%.
Yes.
100%.
Is it the same as in America?
It's way better. It's way better.
Free speech is better
Yes.
in Germany than America?
Yeah. 100%.
Give me an example.
Well, in Germany, you can say whatever you want. You don't get arrested for it. You don't, like, people will not come up to you and shoot you with a gun because guns are not allowed. There's basically no killings with guns. There's not
No
a
school
lot of
shootings.
drug problems in our country.
What's the
There's-
population in Germany? Do you know?
It's smaller than Texas, I think.
All right, so here's the
84
thing.
million.
I know this for a fact. There is no freedom of speech in your country. If I question a certain event from World
Were
War
you there,
II,
though?
hold on. If I question a certain event from World War II with a certain guy that had a pretty
Okay,
cool mustache,
Okay,
they're
I
gonna get
it.
mad.
Yeah, no,
And
no,
it's
I'm not
illegal
gonna
in your
get mad.
country. It's illegal in your country.
Is that true?
I'm not. What?
Is it illegal in your country to say certain things about the mustache man?
In World War II.
Mustache with-
We're on
What
YouTube,
happened
so
in World War II?
It's not that I know of. No.
it is illegal. I know that for a fact. It's
No, it is
illegal to
illegal.
question it. It is.
Well, I don't know. I have to look it up, but
like.
I don't think that there's a comparison between
It's-
free speech in America. We have a constitutional right to free speech that's protected by force, and that's why we love America. And that's
Yeah.
probably why
you guys don't have freedom of speech.
That's probably why you guys are here too, because America is excellent.
Well, yeah,
no-
there's a lot of benefits,
Even
but
her
it
friend
doesn't
know,
make it
Myron.
better in Germany.
I mean, it's like personally,
You guys
I'm
are
here
still
because
paying
it's a big.
reparations to Israel. Like, you guys are totally cucked. Germany is a failed nation in every way. Cool, you got social health care, but all
when
the
did
other
you guys
problems.
stop?
I'm sorry.
Like 2 minutes ago?
What was that?
When did you guys stop paying?
Pay reparations?
Yeah.
We don't pay reparations. To who? Who do you pay the reparations to?
What do you mean? Wasn't Biden like?
To the black people? No.
what?
No.
Definitely not the
No,
black
we
people.
didn't, yeah, we didn't pay reparations to anybody. Maybe I think maybe the Japanese, World War II, but that was a long time ago. We don't pay reparations to anybody. Native Americans, maybe? I don't know if she means that, but that's not really reparations. They got a stipend,
Yeah.
and they get to.
So just know when you're in America, Americans have a lot of pride, and we think
Oh,
we're
I
better
know.
than everybody,
Oh no.
and that's why everybody
Right,
that's why
actually.
everybody wants to come here.
Yeah.
That's
Well, we
why
are though. I don't even.
by the
We're not.
millions.
I always laugh when
how
like
much do you
Europeans.
pay? How much do you pay
like-
for college?
How much do we pay for college?
It
Yeah.
depends. I pay nothing for
Yeah,
college.
here's the thing. It depends.
Yeah,
Also,
because you had a
They offer scholarships.
scholarship, right?
yeah. And the other thing
In
too,
Germany,
You
it's
don't
free.
get one.
here's the thing. You know what Harvard is, right?
I do.
But I don't know any good university in Germany. That's the difference.
Well,
Do you
We
okay,
have the
have
best
a-
schools. We have the best schools in America.
okay, you have like how much? You have Harvard, you have NYU, you have
All the Ivy
Like,
League
yeah,
schools
the Ivy
are
Leagues.
here.
No, not all. That's wrong. Oxford,
NYU.
Oxford is in an Ivy League.
Oxford University.
It is not in the Ivy League.
I am pretty sure. Can
I
someone
ain't
look it
never
up?
went to an Ivy
no
League
idea,
school, so
but,
I couldn't tell you.
I've
which
heard
one
There are
it
8
is.
Ivy League schools. Oxford is not one of them. It's a prestigious school in the UK, but it's not a part of the Ivy League. All the Ivy League schools are in New England, and then one in New Jersey, one in Pennsylvania. There's 8 of them,
Okay, but
and none of them are in Germany.
I get that. Wait, but that's not the point. If you okay, so you have to pay a lot to go to Harvard. I get that, of course. But what about the other schools where you have to pay like 80, 60K
Well,
a year?
there's a lot of different schools. There's really high prestigious schools, and then there's trade schools, and then you can go to
There's
junior
scholarships.
college. It's different levels to it, and you don't need to go to these universities and colleges to be successful in America. So you don't need to do that. You can pull yourself up by your bootstraps with no education whatsoever.
You don't need to, but it makes it harder.
And
No,
here's
it
the other
does-
thing
it-
too.
I mean, it
You want to
depends
know
on
why
what
the
you
colleges
do.
are so expensive? Because we got the best schools. It's supply and demand. We have an enormous amount of international students that come here to get education because we have the best universities in the world. Doesn't even come close. We literally, there's a reason why it costs so much money, because we can charge that much because people will pay to come here for a lot of these schools.
Well, let's talk about this real quick, and I know we don't want to go down a political. Nothing is free. You guys are paying for it. You're paying for it in taxes.
Like
That's
60%.
true, yes.
They
Yeah.
get
What
cooked.
is your tax rate?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Well, you're gonna find out when you start working in the real world, and you're gonna
No,
realize
taxes
they're
are like
taking
45.
that.
Tatum, I think it's like
How much-
60%.
It's
Can you-
something.
can you
It's something
double check?
No,
insane.
I think it's 45.
It's something insane. That's how they can afford to provide you that for free. It's not just because they're so generous. It's because they take a lot more of your money. In the state of Texas, in the state of Florida, there's no state income tax. There's a lot of freedom to grow and prosper in America. And the beauty of America is you have choice. So you can choose to go to the best school, in the world, and you can go into debt
45%.
if you want to, but it's a financial investment into your future. So it's not all bad because you have to pay. You get what you pay for.
And that's just income tax.
That's why healthcare is terrible in Canada, because it's free. If they tried to make healthcare free in America, it'd be
shit.
terrible.
I'll tell you this. You guys had the best economy from roughly 1933 to 1945. I'll leave it there. And that's the truth. You guys had the strongest economy during that period of time.
And how many people are dying to go and live in Germany compared to the United States of America? I think
I know a lot of people. Like
Oh,
the people that I work with.
right now, a lot of Americans are trying to get to Europe.
compared to America,
Well, that's not fair because America's like, what?
the land of opportunities.
It's way
so
bigger.
Yeah, it's so
Well,
much bigger.
It doesn't matter. I mean, still, Texas in and of itself, probably the economy in Texas may be even bigger than Germany. That's one state. California definitely is. And we go down. I mean, we can go down the list. I'm not trying to fight
Yeah.
with you guys about it. You just
I
got to
mean,
think, you're
yeah.
in America.
We
We're the
should.
greatest country
Fight.
on planet Earth.
Fight.
Everybody wants to be here.
You
Millions of
wanna
people
fight.
will die to come to live in
Yeah.
America in a
That is
capitalist
true.
society.
That is
Just
true.
out of
yeah.
curiosity, what European countries are Americans trying to go to?
Like, Italy was giving away countries for houses for like €1. I mean, they had to be like rebuilt, but they are selling them to Americans because so many want to go there right now. At least that's what I heard. I don't know if it's actually true.
It's not
something
true.
that I
mean,
heard.
it's not. And then you talk about diversity.
is
How much
true, actually.
diversity
It
is in
is true.
Germany? Nowhere near as in the United States of America. How many immigrants do they allow to come into Germany? Nowhere
A
near
lot.
what they allow in America.
Well,
Way
they do have a lot of
average.
Well,
immigrants.
there-
Did you ever
But
go to
here's the
Germany?
thing, that's
now.
why their country sucks. You guys allow mass immigration too. You guys are getting destroyed
So,
by
do
third
you-
worlders from northern Africa.
We're not really getting
I'm saying in
destroyed though.
comparison to America.
They're actually helping out a lot in our economy, in our like, especially in the healthcare system. There's so many doctors like from outside of Europe that are coming to Europe or like
But
Germany
that's-
that help us out
That's a small.
so
Here's
much.
the thing. So this is why you guys also have problems. You guys allow mass migration, mass immigration, and what's up happening is, you're bringing these people, and I know you're saying some of them are hard workers. That's true.
But
That's a
not
small
all, of
percentage,
course,
though.
yeah.
But a majority are criminals, degenerates, want to utilize your social system that you guys have for the free healthcare, etc., and they abuse the system. And this is the problem when you bring a bunch of people in from these very poor countries. Yes, there's going to be people that are going to work hard. And this is coming from a first-generation immigrant. I shouldn't be saying this. I was born here. My parents immigrated here. But I know that people, especially from North Africa, where my family's from, they're scammers and liars and losers and crooks.
Yeah.
That's why Germany is cooked. You guys allow mass immigration. That's why Europe is falling. The United Kingdom, mass immigration. Germany, mass immigration. Spain, mass immigration. Italy, mass immigration. You guys are getting cooked.
True.
and that's why we elected
That
who
is
we
true.
elected, so we don't get cooked.
You
So-
need strong borders. You don't have a country.
No,
and
just
that's why you
because-
guys are cooked.
He said we don't have diversity.
Not
do.
as much as the United States of America. That's what I said.
All right, so
Is that a no? I mean, is that
I don't know. We have like every country you could think of in Germany. So
You have diversity from immigrants. He's saying we have diversity from people that are American citizens, but they have different backgrounds.
Yeah, because America was built on immigrants. Like you threw out,
what-
like
that's
true.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we were more diverse. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, but your country's like what, 100 years old? Like Germany's like.
oh shit.
So you would think
It's a pretty young country, though.
you would think they
Compared to
would-
Germany, it's a pretty young country.
You
You
would
gotta
think they
admit
would
that, though.
progress to diversity more so, but they're not.